Hello everyone, welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. My name is Chel, I am your DM, a Rakshasa, who is on the material plane because I want to wreak havoc. I am an individual who on the Nine Hells is somewhat royalty, but here, now, with my backwards hands, I am here to play some D&D with you all today. Victoria, would you like to do some nonsense?
Sure. Hi, y'all. I'm just me. Thanks, sponsors, Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company, and they've got all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on all their awesome products. And don't forget to use the coupon code BONUS for 15% off of your order at littledragoncorp.com. So thank you to them. And Cardboard Castle Games is a lovely game store local to the Evans, Georgia area. Please give them your patronage if you find yourself there, and tell them Proficiency Bonus sent you, and you might get 10% off of your order. But do not fret if you are not in Evans, Georgia. You can just check them out online. Also, don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule's posted below the Twitch video feed, or you can do ! Schedule. But basically, the point is we stream pretty much every day here at Proficiency Bonus. We have 5e modules, we have homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e entirely. Like, we've got Alien, we've got Power Rangers, there's Star Wars, like, there's stuff going on, so just check it out. And additionally, we are always recruiting players, GMs, and other friends for our channel. You can check out our Twitter at ProfBonus for updates on recruiting, or join our community Discord. We welcome all experience levels from veteran gamers to total newbies, and we encourage gamers of color as well as, nerds from the LGBTQIAP2S+ community to join us as well. Also, happy Pride, it's June now. We didn't play last week, so yeah, happy Pride from Wednesday Crew. Thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for some of the music that we use here on Wednesdays. He's a talented composer with great content usage rules. You can check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. And also, thank you to Suncraft. It's a Discord bot. They also do music. That's what we're trying out right now to see if we like it. Last I checked their website, I didn't see anything about how to properly attribute them because it looks like they're still building it out. But thanks to them. Just Google Suncraft and you'll find it. It's there. Kristy, anything from MysticHour?
I've been playing around with some Mass Effect mods, and I'm kind of excited. I've never done this before, but going into Mass Effect 3, I'm like, I kinda want to play with it. So I got the expanded Galaxy mod from Nexus Mods, and it sounds really cool. There's a lot of really cool new armor and weapons, and just like RPable moments for NPCs on the ship, and it's supposed to expand like the continuity of things and get more like female NPCs of all the different alien races. So I'm super excited to try and play it out next week. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything else that they would like to announce?
No, I'm good.
Okay, then it is not me anymore. It's recap.
Hello, I am a little imp serving my Rakshasa master, wreaking havoc on these lowly material plane whelps. Perhaps looking for a promotion in the future if I do a good job. But let's get on to what happened last time on Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. The party had put into effect a plan to save the Castellanter children and stop a mass cult murder of everyone at the children's birthday party. But in doing so, had to come up with an agreement with Lord Castellanter himself that we would have a meeting and discuss the best ways to try and break their contract with Asmodeus. As we waited for his wife to arrive with said contract, I believe she showed up first.
Yep.
When we were waiting for him to arrive, she came and presented the contract, which the party looked over, and it's a pretty tight contract. With Mico's experience in law and the entire party sort of talking it out together, we believed that the best way to possibly save the children's souls was to in some way prove that the Castellanters were not given what they were promised in the contract, which stated that they would have good health, prosperity, and that those that tried to act against them, their rivals, would suffer consequences for doing so. In that regard, the party strove to continue what we have been doing, which is thwart the Castellanters and destroy essentially everything that they've built, in the hopes that it would save the children. So, with that being said, when Lord Castellanter arrived, also with a very close call of his daughter overhearing this plan, some party members had to distract Lord Castellanter while Nova performed a very daring modify memory spell on his daughter so that she did not give away the plan, as the party believed if the Castellanters knew that that was our plan, it would essentially thwart the plan, because then if they wanted that to happen, the contract would indeed have been fulfilled. So, we had to essentially make the Castellanters believe that we were betraying them. And in so doing, we alerted the Open Lord of Waterdeep, who mobilized the Grey Hand, and essentially, they had a SWAT team come to the Three of Cups, where they captured and arrested Lord and Lady Castellanter, though we did not tell them that we have the children. With that being said, their trial has not been announced or how that is going to proceed, so While the rest of the party tries to figure out what to do with the children, Sir left to go and finally try and convince his brother, who had been kept prisoner by the Castellanters for several months, to speak out against them in trial in hopes of getting them convicted and breaking this contract. So with the apparent threat gone for now, but a contract still, at least for the meantime, legally binding, that is where we find our party.
Okay. The day is yours to do with what you will. We can start at the Three of Cups if you guys would like, with everybody who was there.
I need to
Let me know what you guys are doing.
I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that. What are we doing, guys? We're entertaining the children.
Yeah, I think for now, that's the best thing we can do right now to keep them occupied. Well.
Oh God.
Well,
are we gonna have
hang
to?
on.
They're gonna notice that their parents are gone. Oh God. Oh God.
Nova wants to. If you guys watch the kids, Nova wants to go talk to the detective.
So, last session they did basically kind of pack up and leave after taking a peek at the house. Did you want to talk to them before they left?
No. Our detective, Rakshasa detective.
Oh, the Rakshasa detective.
Fiend
Got it.
detective that Nova knows.
Sure.
Unless someone else wants to go. It has better persuasion than me.
I mean, I feel like you're the one that's like friendly with him, right?
Yeah. I've been the one like paying him.
It's been a minute since we talked to him, so.
Yeah, you were we all hired him, but you were the one that
found
really
him out.
sat down and do it. Yeah.
Talk to him. Okay, yeah, I'll just.
Can I come with? I
Sure.
don't really want to be around the kids at all.
Well, all right.
Let's go.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. You know what? Gonna let Frey watch the kids for a second.
Oh, fuck!
Which is really bad idea. It's such a bad idea. But I'm gonna, because he's not here right now, I'm gonna pull Nova and Mico aside somewhere else.
Okay.
That we are out of earshot of the kids. And, like, if we're on another floor, I have my eyes trained on those stairs, because they're not pulling that shit again, where they sneak up here.
Bramble.
And, yeah, Bramble's watching them, and he's literally not allowed to let them up the stairs. Wherever we are, I don't know. Should I pretend to be, like, one of their parents and be like, bye? Or are we just telling them that like, their parents left? Or what are we doing?
Oh, that's tough.
They're going to ask.
I don't know. We've already lied this much to them. I don't know if adding more is going to help our case here.
So are we, like, telling them that, like, their parents got arrested, or just that they had to leave suddenly?
I think for now, we tell them a partial truth, which is that their parents have to go to a very important meeting. And as soon as we know what's going on with them, we'll tell them what's going on. Because honestly, we don't know what's going on with them. We don't even know when a trial's going to be set or anything. We don't know if they find out we have the kids, like, they're gonna want them back.
Well, the issue with, like, the kids being here too, like, if they go outside or they are seen, then the Grey Hand that are still stationed outside of our business will know that we lied to them. Because I told them that the kids were with the nanny last I saw them.
Speaking of, can you run it by me and why we did that again?
Because they were going to take the kids, like, somewhere else. And we don't know where that would be, or if those people are devil worshippers.
And we need to secure the children until we're sure that the contract is broken. They can't just be whiffed off somewhere and no way of knowing.
Okay.
The only other thing I can think of is we go to Larry and be honest about the situation and ask her to allow us custody of the children, at least temporarily, until we can secure their lives. Since we're the ones trying to break the contract.
All right. Okay. If they ask, then I'll stick to that plan and figure out sending word to Larry in the morning.
Okay. I definitely think we should at least inform her that, because they're gonna go to that house that you told them they were at, and they're not there. They're gonna set a search party looking for these. They're gonna Amber Alert these children.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, though. That guard didn't ask me if I was an honest person at the start of his investigation. If he had, he would have known that everything that I said was partially true. So, like, that's on him for not asking. Right. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back up there, down there,
Okay.
wherever I am. There.
They trust you. They trust Bramble. I think it's probably safer that way. You think
That's debatable.
You think they don't trust you?
Not after the events of the party.
Well, as far as she's concerned, we're still planning the party, and I would like that to happen. That's not a lie. I don't want that to be a lie.
Me neither.
Okay.
Alright, go.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Go to your guy.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Have fun with
Stop.
the twins.
Mico, stop.
Yeah, sure. I'm like, alright, kids, like, here's how you load and unload a handgun.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, as y'all come back down the stairs, you hear Frey explaining, yeah, this is how you swing this. And you come downstairs, and both of them have one of my tonfas in their hand, and they're just swinging it back and forth.
Aw.
But what's the little girl's name? I forget what.
Elzarina.
Zarina. She swings it and hits me in the shin. I start jumping like on one leg. Ow! Yep, good job. Okay, I'm gonna take these back now.
Oh my gosh, do it again.
Yeah, that's when I take my tonfas back, and that's when I go and do my thing with the portable hole, and then I leave.
Okay, so it's just me and Moongi and
Yes.
the kids.
Cool.
Nova's
What-
gonna
what-
come. Nova's
what
gonna
about-
come
what
back,
about-
and her man's is
What about
gonna.
Mico?
Mico's going
Mico's
with
coming with
Nova.
Nova.
Never mind.
He
Well,
doesn't
good luck.
wanna. He doesn't want to stay in the house with the
If you
twins.
wait,
And Nova
if you
also
wait
is very-
long enough, the staff will show up.
Yeah, that's true.
You have Liv.
Oh.
That's true. Oh my gosh, kids.
Oh no.
Moongi, I think you know this, but children, there's a ghost in here.
Ghosts aren't real.
No, this one's real.
No.
Yeah, he is. He like literally hangs out here every day. And I will like get like a pillow off of one of like the couches. I'm gonna like just put it down near us because I know that I'm pretty sure he hit me in the face with a pillow the first time we were in here. And I'm gonna put like a glass of. I think we actually already have a glass out for him on the
Perpetually.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, well, here's the thing. That glass.
He can't leave the basement right now.
Eventually, that glass is going to be empty even though no one will have touched it. And if we're really lucky, he might hit us in the face with this pillow because he seems to like pillow fights. I don't know why.
Okay, well, we can wait then, but if it doesn't happen, that means that ghosts aren't real,
Oh.
and that you're lying.
No, it means that he doesn't think you're cool enough to show himself yet and you need to get cooler.
Why would you say that?
I had
So
no
sit down.
plan. I had no plan going into this. I didn't think about what I was going to be doing. And yeah, then I'm gonna spend my time showing the kids. I'm gonna try to teach them how to do, like, minor illusion. I don't know. They probably can't. But I'm gonna be like, this is how it works. And yeah. Getting them to see if they can pickpocket Moongi when he's not paying attention, or just, like,
Okay.
pranking him or something.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
all for me.
Anybody else?
I'm just going straight home.
Anything in particular, like home, or like?
To my house up on the
Okay.
actual in the city. Basically, I'm going into my secret room that I have, putting this big pot down, and
Okay.
filling up other jugs.
Got it.
Oh, I want to check on the eggs.
They're doing well.
Nice.
They do appear to have been continuing to develop. They're
Okay,
not anywhere near like hatching or anything like that. At least it doesn't appear to be. But they're still doing okay. Because you've made this like a
Mhm.
ideal, or as ideal as you can make it anyway, environment for them. So
Correct.
eventually you're gonna have something.
Yep. That's all I'm doing, though.
Okay. Nova and Mico.
Yeah.
What are we doing? You're going to see
Vincent?
our friend Vincent the
That's his name?
Rakshasa. Yep.
Oh, I have a memory.
Let me pull up my notes for his little shop here.
I just realized I saw this guy as a cat dude before I saw him as a normal dude.
He was human when you guys first met him.
When I first met him, he was a cat in a cage.
Yeah, because we met
Sure.
him as Yep.
Yep, so you're going to his private investigating business that is here in Troll Skull Alley. The Tiger's Eye is what the name is of it.
Wow. Hindsight.
Yeah, hindsight's 2020, isn't it? His name is Vincent Trench, or at least that's the name that he's given you.
Does it look like open, or is it like the
Mhm.
same as usual? Okay, yeah, I'll go in.
You know him to be a very sharply dressed man. He's human. He dresses in a suit, a very tailored suit. He has like a pocket square tucked into the pocket of said suit with like a matching tie. He has very like dramatic, like widow's peak black hair, very angular face, smokes from like a pipe. And he appears to be sitting. He has kind of like a sitting area with a couple of couches and like a table in front of it. And that's where you guys did your consultation with him when you guys first kind of went to go and see if he could help you. And he's got his one leg crossed over the other with a pipe in his mouth that he's smoking. Then he's sitting in like an armchair that's like got its back to the door. And looks like he's reading some papers or some sort of paperwork or something like that. But the door opened.
Just
Go
before
ahead.
I open the door, actually, I'm going to turn to Mico, and I'm like, this is Kristy, out of character, also telling you to roll a D100. Can you pull up a card, please?
Or, this is the second time you asked me to pull a card.
I need
The
a
last
check.
time I was asked to pull a card, I got 2. 67.
So pick
So
it.
close.
67.
13.
13. Pick a number between 1 and 13.
Okay, 8.
Good number. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a minute to do that, but we can go in. And I will do this as we go.
Okay. So you walk in, and with the door making noise, he kind of leans forward, looks behind. It's one of those chairs with like the high back that has the sort of like butterfly embellishments on it. But he'll kind of lean forward and look back. Nova.
Hi, Vincent.
Mico.
And Mico. It's been a minute since I've seen you all.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, as always.
Healed up?
Just fine. What can I do for you?
Well, how
You
much
ever
do
been
you...
to hell?
I was gonna say how much do you still like us, but that works too.
Yes, I suppose.
Like actual hell or like metaphorical hell?
Do you guys know... You guys don't know yet that he's a Rakshasa, do you?
We know
he's
that what he looks
fiendy.
like, and we know that he's a fiend, because that's what I
You-
picked
but you
up on.
don't-
But I don't
you
know what a
don't know.
Rakshasa
Yeah, we
is.
don't know about the Rakshasas, but we know that he has like we vibe checked him.
We vibe
I
checked,
remembered that
yeah.
Because
you
we were
figured...
like detecting evil or something in the thing, and then he pinged, but we were like, this is just dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remembered that you'd found something, I just couldn't remember
Well, he
what it was.
dropped in front of us briefly, didn't he?
No, because we were also like messaging with him or like scrying on him or something, and like saw the tiger and like detecting
Okay.
evil because we were in the Asmodeus like lair
Yeah.
or something like that.
I know Nova knows what he looks like, but I don't think she understands what that means.
Okay. Why are we asking?
You seem to be our only lead for something like this, but I don't know if it would help to tell you that 2 children's lives are at stake, and we need all the help we can get. And you were the first person we thought of.
Why don't you come and sit down and tell me a little bit about what's going on?
Okay.
And he'll like shut the journal that was working in and set it on the table and pick up a different journal and open it up, and he's got like a quill that he's getting ready to write with.
Okay.
So what is it exactly that you need help with these children?
Their souls, theoretically, all in theory, of course, allegedly, may be
Okay.
may be tethered to a soul contract with Asmodeus?
I think it's theoretical. We totally saw like their oldest son, like a demon in their attic.
Very
Was
theoretical.
it related to said theoretical contracts?
It seems so.
So you're asking me if I've been to hell because you want my opinion? You want my advice? Like what is it exactly that you would be needing my services for?
We're trying to figure out how to challenge the contract. How would that even happen?
A contract written by Asmodeus himself.
I think so. Is that what that said?
Yeah, it was
As far as
written
you're
on like,
aware.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
I think he said there is no way.
There is no way.
Generally, it's very difficult to challenge a contract that's written by a devil lord themselves just in general. So if you were to, say, try to challenge a contract written by Zariel or Mephistopheles, that's going to be very, very difficult. Going all the way to the top, that is the head honcho, the absolute ruler of all of the 9 hells.
Right, but is it difficult or impossible?
It's not impossible.
That's what I'm looking for.
yeah, because he totally wrote a faulty contract and
Faulty how?
lots of holes. He didn't deliver on any of his deals.
If a contract has holes, and it was supposedly written by Asmodeus, I would say that was not written by Asmodeus. His contracts don't have holes. They are watertight. So, either this contract is not with who you think it is, or there was a legal advisor that was used to write said contract.
That makes sense.
Asmodeus's contracts, if they are with an individual person directly with Asmodeus, do not have holes.
Who would do some... Who has the power to do that for him?
He has advisors.
How many?
Plentiful.
Oh.
Plentiful advisors.
Is there a way to, like, narrow down based off stationary who might have done it?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know all of them. I don't know most of them, in fact. That's not to say that the contract itself is not still legally binding,
Right.
even if it has holes. It's pretty frequent that the legal advisors are used to write contracts. Asmodeus makes contracts and deals with thousands and thousands of people on a day-to-day basis. Because everybody wants something. And everyone has a price.
That makes sense, and even he can't do all of that all the time because he's busy, like, being evil.
Exactly. So, at the very least, that is a piece of information of what you could potentially be dealing with. You're very likely not dealing with a contract that was written directly by Asmodeus. You're wanting to challenge the contract?
Yeah.
So, like, you want to go to court.
Is that the only way to challenge it?
Either the contract itself needs to be broken, in which case it would essentially be burned up and be null and void, or you need to go to court to prove said contract is not worth keeping, that there are holes in it, that it's not something that fulfilled what its original purpose was, whatever the case may be. But generally, if a contract is broken, a lot of contracts will have addendums or sections that directly describe what will happen should the contract be broken. Does this contract in which you speak have a section of that nature?
Does it?
It says...
No.
Yeah, it
I don't
doesn't,
think so.
actually.
No, it doesn't.
It just talks about the contract, the terms in which the contract is fulfilled, not in the terms in which it is nullified.
So that could be either a careless mistake, because generally contracts are pretty thorough. And I say careless mistake on the part of the people who signed this contract with a devil lord or prince, making sure that there was an addendum of what would happen should the contract be voided, is usually a good legal practice. Hot tip there if you ever decide to make a deal with the devil. But it also could give you recourse, because if you find that the contract has been voided in some way, there is no stipulation stating exactly what would happen with that contract should it be void. Because it could be, I'm going to give you 10 children, and if I don't give you 10 children, you can have 500,000 gold. And then that would be that stipulation in the contract. But if it's, I'll give you 10 children, and then suddenly you don't have 10 children by the end of your lifetime, you could argue for more than 500,000 gold, because it was not originally stated exactly how much that gold is going to be. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
You have more leeway in arguing what to get when that contract is voided, because the contract doesn't specifically state what you get when it's voided. Because if it said, you do A, B, and C, and I get your children's souls because I'm giving you A, B, and C, but I only give you A and B, I've taken your children's souls, but I haven't fulfilled that end of the contract.
Right.
So now you can argue, well, you didn't do this, so now I deserve this.
Okay.
Which means that we can get the other one that was lost back.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, if we prove that they're not successful at this point, none of the children should have been taken. Okay, well, that helps, but how do we do that? How do we challenge the court?
Do you have to request an audience?
How do we do that?
There are rituals that you can do.
Love to hear that.
Infernal rituals. You want to get to... You need to get to the 4th layer of hell. That's what court is.
It's a little deep.
Flethagos, which is the 4th layer of hell, is where the court is located.
Boy.
You want to get to the court of Abramark, or Diabolical Court is another thing that it's called. Requesting an audience is not always successful, but there are rituals that you can do.
Do you have advice on how to make that successful? Just to hear our voice?
Generally, just mortals from the material plane aren't going to be important enough to receive an audience in Flethagos. So if you have somebody that would be of interest to the Hells, that would be a plus.
Oh shit, yeah, we might. I don't suppose you would want to come help us. You know, you seem to know a lot more than we do. No,
I
this is
know
no
generally
limit.
of the procedures, but I'm not a lawyer.
I mean, you could help us with, like, common etiquette and, like, keep our heads on our shoulders without offending people.
What makes you think that I would know the common etiquette of hell?
Just a hunch.
And what is this hunch based off of?
I'm really good at reading people.
Are you?
You already know I can go into your head.
I do. Nova, what do you know?
I know you're not from this plane. And I know you look a little different underneath that mask.
But it's no big deal.
Yeah,
Like,
we're not judging! We like you, that's why we came back!
Your secret's safe. We've known for a while. And you didn't know. 'Cause no one knows.
to be fair, it was kind of suspicious to be a giant backwards hands tiger guy. Like, if it was just being a tiger guy, it would be like all right. It was the backwards hands.
I was hoping that was lost on you all. Honestly, I was hoping that it would have sort of come off as a tabaxi of some kind, but that apparently did
Well-
not work.
It might have if I hadn't sensed where you were from.
You can read fiendish auras.
I can. And elementals and other things.
Oh,
Well, I have not been to the Hells in, oh god, now it must be at least a century.
Wow.
At least century your time,
Right.
the way that you perceive time.
Right.
My hair's driving me crazy.
You're good.
There we go.
You look amazing, Vincent.
I'm-
Don't even worry about it.
Thank you. Trying to get it to curl better so that it's not in my eyes. As such, I don't necessarily have a very good grasp on the etiquette of hell. I do know somebody who does.
That could help.
Have you ever been to Candlekeep?
I don't think so. I'm not sure about the rest. You haven't, right, Mico?
No.
Just checking. I don't know your backstory. It's just checking.
There are not a lot of experts on the Nine Hells on the material planes. As you can imagine, it's not exactly a subject that is looked upon with a positive light. Individuals who study the Nine Hells are generally seen as needing to go into other subjects, if that makes any modicum of sense. But there is an individual in Candlekeep who is one of the Sword Coast's leading experts on the Nine Hells. Her name is Silvira. Silvira Silvakis. And I have worked with her a few times with investigations. As you can imagine, in the city we've already had a bit of devil worship activity. It's come up a time or two before. She might be able to assist.
Okay.
She would also probably have a better grasp on what you would need to do in order to perform a ritual to request an audience in the Hells as well. Obviously, the easiest way to request an audience in the Hells is to have somebody who has been there before or has a connection to someone in the Hells as well. The request will be more powerful that way, it might reach better ears that way, and it's more likely to be accepted, like I said, if you have somebody that the Hells deems interesting.
And you think Silvira has that connection somehow?
I think we do.
I think Silvira knows the ritual as
Okay.
far as being important enough for the Hells to say yes. That's going to be on you.
I think we know someone.
Who exactly do you know that is important enough to the Hells for them to say yes to a request for an audience? Excuse me?
Don't worry about it.
No, I heard the Mephistopheles part say the beginning. So I'm gonna need you to sit here and explain that to me.
This is all hypothetical, Vincent. This is all
Sure.
hypothetical.
You're not a good liar.
Oh god, I was gonna say that Miko's the only one that like fully knew this, but Nova has all my memories, so both of them know this! Damn it!
A, B, we may have contact with a vessel of Mephistopheles walking on our prime material plane who may or may not have enough, be able to get us into house.
Excuse me?
Don't look. You meet people.
Not that kind of person. Do you realize that how damaging to the material plane having a vessel of Mephistopheles walking this earth
We
would be?
are working on it.
How? How are you working on it? Because if there is a vessel of Mephistopheles here on the material plane, because they don't normally come to the material plane, they are normally by his side. So if there is a vessel to Mephistopheles here on the material plane, that individual needs to either be sent back to hell from whence he came,
Absolutely not.
or killed.
Absolutely
There's
not.
a problem with that.
There's
They
gotta be
tried?
there's gotta be an option C, Vincent.
Yeah, there are problems with that. He didn't come from hell, and he's hot, so we don't really want to kill him.
That.
He didn't.
Vincent,
Didn't
use your
come from
head.
hell. I know. I have an idea. I don't want to stereotype anybody, so I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Okay, well,
Could it be the guy that looks just like Mephistopheles
he
in the
didn't look like that at the beginning, but a little hiccup called dying happened. It really changes people. But
Just
yeah,
as
I
a
think we could get
reminder,
it
we've
down.
kept your secret. You keep ours, yeah?
I'm not a vessel to one of the. We are in a closed space.
Okay.
Nobody can hear us. You don't need to shush me.
I'm sorry.
What is your plan here?
Oh, the devil court?
No, I'm not talking about Devil Court. For all I care, the children can go. What? I'm not worried about them right now. I'm worried about the fact that there is a vessel to Mephistopheles walking the material plane.
Killing him didn't really do anything, so...
Well,
Well,
here's
clearly.
the thing. Here's the thing. He
Mm.
wants to undo it, right? He wants to stop everything.
There's no one doing it.
What do you mean there's
Yes,
no
there
one to
is!
Once you're chosen, you're chosen. That's it. Your soul is marked.
There's always a loophole though, right?
Not that anybody's been able to find.
That's not a full no. They just haven't found it
No,
yet.
it's not a full no, I suppose.
So, here's an idea. I don't know if it's a good one, but if we bring him the vessel, ask him to remove
He
that
leans
curse.
forward.
Ask Asmodeus if anyone could undo it, it would be him. And what better way to fuck with Mephistopheles than to undo his own vessel?
Okay, so I'm gonna start from the beginning of what you just said. Let me just understand this properly. You're going to go to the Hells to do this court thing that we've been talking about from the beginning. And you're going to ask Asmodeus for a favor?
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't say it was a good idea.
He'll do it. That's the thing. He will do it. But it will come with a price. Just as you are experiencing right now with these children, it will not be a favor that does not have a cost. There will be a contract signed, written probably by Asmodeus himself, if you were to ask, God forbid, this man directly for a favor. It will come with a cost.
Okay, then we don't do that.
Okay, yes, that's a great choice.
But would that get us an audience?
It could. And that will get you an audience with Asmodeus himself. Maybe. I'm not going to guarantee anything. Rather than just requesting a court appearance. Oh, wow. Oh, you are threatening to get yourselves involved in infernal politics, and that's a very dangerous place for mortals to be.
Normal politics are bad enough.
Yeah, that's true. So the only way to break this contract is it doesn't have addendums, so we would have to challenge it
Yes, very likely.
in court.
How do you know that he's a vessel for Mephistopheles? Like, did Mephistopheles himself tell you, or what is your confirmation that this is the case?
Well, I was there when
I was-
he told me.
I was there for everything.
You were there for everything.
You know how I said I get into people's heads?
Yes.
Let's try a lifetime of memories unloaded into my brain while he remembered his past life.
Okay, so you have his memories, but what about his memories has confirmed to you that he's a vessel for Mephistopheles?
Out of character, it was probably the part where Mephistopheles came in and said, "I'm not done with you yet."
Yeah.
So you literally have confirmation from the big man himself.
It seemed that way. Or at least some heavy connection to him.
So I haven't lived in the hills, like I said, in about a century. But I do keep up with politics there because it keeps me informed. It's like reading the newspaper that you would here in Waterdeep. There's been a few changes of power. Avernus has a new lord. There's gone through like 3 of them.
Oh shit.
Mephistopheles has not had a vessel in quite some time. Generally, when a vessel is chosen by one of the demon lords, or not, I'm sorry, devil lords, don't tell any one of them I said demon.
Yep.
It's because there is a higher purpose that that person is required for.
I feel like something went wrong though. Why hasn't... The entire family's gone. Maybe as a... I don't know. He would know, wouldn't he?
The Cormathus family, right?
Yeah, the Cormathus family's gone.
So what I would imagine is, given the situation and what I've been told about the situation by you guys, is that whatever they summoned wasn't what they intended to summon.
Yeah.
And that Mephistopheles didn't have anything to do with it. Because...
Yeah.
They were like
Go
being
ahead.
faked out.
Yeah, my guess is that either they accidentally summoned something more powerful than they expected that had nothing to do with it, and when you release a devil into a room, it's going to...
Oh, that's right. I was in Castle.
But my concern is that now, if what you say is true and that he is a vessel...
Potentially.
My
Is there-
concern is that... Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, is there a way to identify a vessel for sure?
Not that I know of, but probably. And it would probably be a very painful procedure because it would be essentially taking a deep dive into somebody's soul. Which is very, very uncomfortable business.
Right.
I do know of someone who knows how to do that, though.
Do what? Find out.
Deep dives into people's souls.
Oh.
It's not great, but it is an option if that's something that you're interested in.
Let's start with the kids first.
I can give you his... Well, it's not really a card. I can give you a way to contact this man if need be.
Sure, just...
I was gonna... We'll do that before you leave.
Okay.
But the fact that there is a vessel to Mephistopheles that is in place, I worry that means that Mephistopheles is attempting to make a move, somehow an important one, and that could be something catastrophic to the material plane, but I highly doubt that because being a lord of the 9 hells, his business is in the hells, it's not on the planes.
Right.
Anybody who's doing anything on the planes is going to be extensions of him through cults and things like that. He's not going to put any of his business there. His business is in politics. It's concerning to me that he is a vessel, because if he has a vessel, he's going to want that vessel to be in hell with him eventually. So be aware of that for your friend. But he might be attempting to make a very unprecedented political move. Now, I can't say what that move might be for certain. There are political moves that are made in the Hells all the time. Bell was recently ousted because Asmodeus decided that he wanted Zoriel to be the leader of Avanis, and before that it was Tiamat, so it could be anything.
Okay.
Yeah, Chel, you don't gotta respond to that chat. I just wanted to see what happened.
Okay.
Have you had any evidence with this individual, with Sir, that could tell you what that political move might be? Has he been asked to do anything? Has anything happened to him?
Can I try and rack the memories that I was overloaded with? Because Kristy can't remember for the life of me.
Sure, go ahead and roll a history check. And I'll say at advantage because it's very fresh.
Thank you. 18 and a 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Well, you know that the Castellanters intervened with everything that the Cormathis family was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know that there was a reason they intervened. It's because the Cormathis family were worshippers of Mephistopheles. So you know that there is some sort of rivalry, however innocent as a rivalry between devils can be, between Mephistopheles and Asmodeus. Take that as you will.
Well, I know that that is a good point. I know that we've been dealing with the first side of the cult, which was Asmodeus, and now Mephistopheles, and the Castellaners sabotaged them. So
The Castellanters sabotaged them.
That's why the Cormathis family
Died.
It was them. They messed everything up.
That's pretty normal for Mephistopheles and Asmodeus to be butting heads.
That's the only political thing I can think of that...
Unless you think that maybe Mephistopheles is going to attempt to usurp him, which is going to be an unprecedented move in the political sphere of the Hells, if that's the case. But I can't think of anything between them other than that might be a change. Unless he wants to take over a different layer of the Hells. But there's no other layer of... The concern that I'm having is usually when a devil is attempting to make a upward move in the political sphere of the Hells, the next logical step is to want to be the ruler of the layer of hell that is next in line. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody from the first layer, the lord of the first layer of the Nine Hells might want to come and go to the second and take over there.
Right.
Mephistopheles is the ruler of the 8th layer of hell.
Oh! So maybe this is somehow a ploy to get to number 1 and Asmodeus found out about it and smacked him down?
Or attempted to.
And Mephistopheles is playing the long game with Sir?
With a new vessel, that would be my guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Maybe Sir
Doesn't go.
wasn't so.
Maybe
Sir,
that was the
as
plan
his
the whole time.
previous, Sir, as his previous incarnation was supposed to go to hell to be the vessel, but
Right.
then the castle enters messed it up.
But not entirely.
And the more powerful he gets, and I mean when I say he, I mean sir.
Right.
The more powerful he gets,
I know.
the more bright and shiny he's going to be to Mephistopheles.
And he's getting there quickly.
He's already pretty strong. Have you seen those pecs?
I've seen
They're
I
massive.
say this in the most friendly of ways.
Yeah.
But who the fuck are you people? And why is it you? You just run a bar down the street.
Vincent, pull a card.
Alright, I'll pull a card.
Roll a d100. Alright, let's find out.
Don't forget, I helped you get out of being kidnapped.
No, I'm not. So like I said, in the most friendly of ways I say this, but you simply run a bar down the street. That's a 100, exactly.
Jesus. So
Yeah.
I guess first card? Or 1 in 10. Let's do 1 in 10. I'll be nice.
So 11.
No, a number between,
Between 1 and
10.
10? Got it. 10.
10. 1, 2, 3.
Who the fuck are we?
Gonna get a card that says like you're nobody and you're gonna fucking die.
They're just here. Okay. Okay. So, the card Vincent pulled is the reverse Eight of Pentacles. It's focused on self-improvement and personal development. You're highly disciplined, focused, and it comes to understanding your inner beliefs and behaviors. You're dedicating to becoming truly the best version of yourself. You may have certain rules. But you're always ready and willing to do things over and over until you see results with your well-being and general happiness. And then, alternatively, reverse may indicate you are focused on creating perfection, but to your detriment. When you focus on every tiny detail, you lose sight of the bigger picture and why you're doing the task in the first place. Similarly, you need perfection may be getting in the way of your ability to adapt and change. You may like to have things done a certain way, and what if the circumstances change? Gee, what does this fucking sound like? God damn it, this deck! And then the hidden influence is the Magician Upright, which is a means of manifestation, resourcefulness, power, and inspired action. The Magician's card is number 1. The number of new beginnings and new opportunities and associates with the planet Mercury. And it stands with arms wide open towards the universe, pointing down towards, and the other hand pointing down towards the earth. Basically, we're really perfect and we manifest our goals, is what it's telling me.
I mean, I already knew that.
When you are clear about what and your why, the Magician cards tells you to take inspired action. Be methodical in your planning and make sure that you stay on track and carry out your tasks. That's all I got. Because we're really just the Three of Cups. We all have things that we don't really understand about ourselves.
but somehow we found each other. And we got pulled into this mess. Explosion after betrayal after bullshit.
After cool ship fight.
And that too. But time and time again, everyone tells us we can't and we shouldn't. And we do it and we succeed on pure spite and doing the right thing. That's who we are. You're muted.
Yeah, but you just found a bar down the street.
Three of Cups. It's... I don't know.
We were given a bar down the
We
street.
were given a bar down... That was an accident, too. We were supposed to be paid, and we were given a building instead.
So is the one we think is the vessel for Mephistopheles.
No, this whole time we were talking about Frey.
Theoretically,
And
yes.
I did hear what happened half hour ago here on the
Word travels fast.
everybody was out in the streets watching, and one of the nobles that lives on the street, whom I have helped multiple times with her cheating husband, poked her head in here and let me know. So the Castellantes have been arrested.
Yeah, that was us too.
So the Castellantes have been taken down.
Yeah.
The Castellantes, who are worshippers of Asmodeus. And we have a vessel of Mephistopheles. Two devil lords that are neck and neck all of the time butting heads. So you did exactly what Mephistopheles wanted you to do.
Uh-huh. And if we can't take Sir, Mico. We can't take Sir. That's what he
No,
wants.
you have to take him.
What?
That's
He's our way in.
That's the only way you're gonna get in. They're not gonna let any mortals into hell.
But if he goes in, he's not coming out.
That's not true.
Okay, he comes out, but at what cost?
Going into hell doesn't mean that Mephistopheles will get his dirty mitts all over our sir.
I'm not worried about Mephistopheles. I'm worried about Asmodeus.
Well, if you're
Hey,
going
Bob.
to court, he can't assassinate you in court.
There is a level of decorum in court, even in the hells.
So if we could get him in and out of court and nowhere else, we might be safe?
Possibly. It's wishful thinking.
I mean, Asmodeus will definitely want to hunt us down and kill us afterwards, but, like, what else is new?
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks for your help, by the way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was some hidden influence of Mephistopheles that's been helping you guys out this entire time. Have you found that you've had very, very good luck
No.
for no reason?
No.
I mean, we have Raynar.
Well, yeah, Raynar is good luck. Yeah.
Getting
Have
the
you
stone,
have you found
It just
that you've
feels
been
like
able
everything's
to
bad
get
luck
what
at
you
this point.
want?
meeting a dragon and then learning that we needed a dragon of that color's scale the
That's
next day.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
And you've had the vessel of Mephistopheles with you this whole time?
From the beginning.
Well, his luck's been terrible. Maybe he's giving it to us.
Oh, that's why we've had bad luck.
I like having an in-lore reason why my dice rolls are shit! It's to help all of you!
It's just a thought. It could just be complete bullshit, but you never know. You were playing right into his hand this whole time.
Well,
Well, this is... Ace wants to finish this, so we should finish this.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. We have to.
My biggest suggestion is gonna be to go to Candlekeep and talk with Silvera.
Silvera.
She might even be able to So getting to hell is not going to be the problem.
Right.
Anybody can get you to hell if they can plane shift there. It's going to be getting to the court specifically that's going to be a problem.
Okay.
But if you can get to hell, you might be able to find somebody to talk to get you to court without having to do a ritual. There's also something that is in place there. And Silvera might know somebody that can plane shift you, because anybody who knows the plane shift spell isn't going to necessarily be able to get you to hell. You're going to need the right tuning fork for it. And if anybody has one, it's Silvera.
I feel like this is going to be very useful later.
How many days do we have left, Mico?
We have a couple days.
That's what I was going to talk to you about. I don't know if it's possible to do all of this in time to take preventative measure. Which is going to be... It's really hard to hear, but it is something that you need to hear. And I was going to wait until we were outside, but a couple days isn't enough time. We would have to contest it after.
So, here's the thing. If you're able to get to hell before, what, you have a couple days, you said?
Mm-hmm.
If you're able to get to hell within those couple of days, time passes very differently in the hells than it does here. An hour in the hells can be 2 weeks on the material planes, or 2 weeks in the hells can be an hour on the material plane. It's very...
How far is Candlekeep from here?
south of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, really far.
So somebody would need to teleport you there.
I think we need to talk to Larry anyway. She might have the best resources to get us over there, and that's when we bring her the kids.
The man that I was talking about that can help poke at your souls
Yeah?
also has the ability to teleport people.
That's another person we know. We also...
He could actually also probably plane shift you if you wanted to skip talking to Silvera altogether. But you wouldn't be able to get the knowledge from Silvera.
Knowledge is good. We're not... When are we going to shoo in possibly having to save Liara in here? Since apparently I have to go. Not that I really want to. I was kind of trying to avoid it. Just hold on to the kids when their souls get sucked to hell and, like...
Right.
Go with them.
Yeah, just
Hitch a ride.
disguise yourself as the kids. They take all of us, just to be sure.
I see your hesitation here. What might the case here be? What is going on?
This sucks. I guess give us both names and then we'll take it back to the group and see what everybody thinks.
Well, the first name, I said give you his card. It's gonna be, here's a sending stone to him that I can give you.
Oh, okay.
He's not the kindest man.
Is he also in Candlekeep?
No, he has his own domain.
Okay.
He's sort of a demi-plane that he uses on a regular basis that he can go back and forth onto the material plane with.
Saucy little bog.
Of his own creation. He's a wizard.
Okay. Okay. Any last advice before we go to hell?
Is there anything that I can do? Any sort of... I mean, my expertise lies in investigation. So, if there's anything that I can provide there for you...
Can I say something out
Sure, go
loud?
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He probably has connections with the media
if you passed some stuff along to him that he lets the media know to just help with the Castellanter crash, leak it ahead of time so that there's a little bit of public outcry against them.
Yeah.
Smear campaign.
Yeah, I think that is 100% on board. Nope's 100% on board with that. We need to take the Castellanters down a peg. Do you know anything about spreading rumors and facts early?
I have contacts in the broadsheets.
Do as much damage as possible.
I can do that. Look at the chat, Kristy, just in case.
I don't see anything.
What Vic sent here.
It was in-game chat. It was he could help us find Liara.
I don't know how he would do that, but
Oh, yeah.
Do you have ways of finding people that are missing?
That's one of the things that people come to me for all the time. Cheating husbands, missing persons, any sort of investigation is kind of what we get literally in the alley here, but I'm an investigator, so.
I'm gonna try and send, I'm gonna mentally connect with him, and I'm gonna try to send a mental image of Liara's face.
Okay. What's that space you saw her?
I will give her the address.
Okay.
And I will let him know, the circumstances of that. Castellanter took her out. She didn't come back. They could be anywhere.
Alright. You're gonna pay my fee.
How much again?
50 gold to start.
Okay. I will give you all my platinum, which is 10.
That'll give me a bank for supplies too, just in case.
And
I can give you a refund of a remainder if it comes down to it.
You're helping us a lot, and we might need to ask you more questions, and we might need your help more. So just considering a down payment for potential future problems, and if we don't have potential future problems, you can just keep it as a tip.
And a premium fee to put you at the top of my docket.
Nice.
Here's the sending stone to the wizard.
Oh, boy.
Just tell him that Vincent sent you, and he'll be willing to hear you out.
Okay.
Do I know his name? Did he tell me his name? Who I'm gonna be talking to?
He did not yet.
Who am I gonna be asking for? I mean, I know
His name's Mel.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh God.
That was Kristy, not Nova.
Damn it. I know who this is.
Okay.
Anything else, Mico? I think I covered everything.
Nope. Nothing from me.
Okay.
Let's go back and relay verbal diarrhea this to the others when everyone's present.
Okay. I really have to go to the bathroom, so let's actually take our break right now, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay. So that we can refresh and come back for Sir's big conversation as well.
Oh. All right, fam, BRB.
well, welcome back to Wednesday nights.
We are back. We are refreshed and ready to continue with any of the important conversations that everybody's going to be having today. Anybody have anything they want to say before we keep going?
I love you all.
Yes.
Okay. So, does anybody have anything that they'd like to do before I pop over to Sir? Do Nova and Mico want to talk at all?
I think Mico was going to mention the whole we might not have time thing after the conversation, but since it got brought up during, he doesn't have anything to say to her at the moment.
Yeah, I think they're both just contemplating at the moment.
Okay.
We'll get to it. Get to Sir. Yeah.
Sir. You are with Raynar, walking hand in hand to his home, where Elizabeth and your brother, Logan, are.
Indeed.
So he takes you through the gate, onto the grounds, and then to the door of his home. Are you just following along? Is there anything you'd like to say? Are you hesitating? Like, what's the vibe here?
I think his pep talk on the walk there, Raynar's, has dissuaded any hesitation, though I will say in the whole latter half of the walk, Sir was sneezing a whole lot. Because they were talking about him.
Wow, I love it.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh my god, there should not be pollen. It should be getting to be winter. Okay. Yeah, I'll just let him let me in, and I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where they are.
He will allow you into the home. He'll open the door and let you go in ahead of him. And he will call out, actually, verbally, for Logan, who, after a few minutes, appears, because, there's, like, that big staircase with, like, the mezzanine kind of up at the top. Yep. Logan comes out of a door and comes over and leans over the railing and is like, yeah, oh, hey.
Hey.
You smile.
Sorry to just barge in. Can we talk?
Sure. Is everything okay?
Actually, yeah. Probably more than okay. And I want to tell you about it.
Raynar will gesture for Sir to go up the stairs if he wants to.
Yeah. While I'm going up the stairs, hand on the railing, I'll be like, and where's Elizabeth?
We were just hanging out in the library, actually. She's just over here. You want to come say hi? Maybe?
Yeah, honestly, I could probably... I'll talk to both of you.
Okay, yeah, we were just... She asked Raynar to bring us a couple of those, those candles that, can play music and stuff. We were listening to a musical. So we were just kind of hanging out, but you can come.
Yeah, thanks.
Lead you down the hallway. And she's leads you into a library, big library, wall-to-wall books, floor to ceiling. Were you gonna say something?
I had a brief moment of realizing that at some point while I was at the Three of Cups, I had to change into my clothes because I was in a dress.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, wait, did I ever take off the ring? Yeah, I thought. But no.
That is okay.
Yes, I should probably just look normal. Yeah.
The room itself isn't big, but the ceilings are 20-foot ceilings, and there are like 2 layers to it. There's like a balcony kind of that like snakes across the top of the room, so that there's like two levels kind of. There's ladders that are in occasional areas on these bookshelves. There's a couple of tables and comfortable chairs in the middle of the room. And there's a candle burning in the middle on this table. That's where these comfortable chairs are sat. And Elizabeth, she's got her hair actually tied back today. Her very long, like wavy blonde hair is tied back kind of in a bun at the back of her head. She's wearing just casual clothing, just pants and like a t-shirt that's kind of tucked into said like high-waisted pants, and she doesn't have any shoes on. She's just like in socks, and she has a little notebook in her lap that she looked like she was kind of writing in as she was listening. And when you guys kind of walk back in, she turns to see Logan, because that was who she was expecting to return, and she sees you as well. And oh, hey
Liz. I heard that you were listening to a musical.
You can tell that you calling her that kind of was like a moment.
It just went, it just came right back in.
But it's like a brief second that she pauses before she looks back at the candle, and there is like you can hear like the...
I shot her. Hello.
Don't know why that happened. It literally just like did the thing that it's been doing. I don't know what that was. Anyway, hello.
Hi.
Like the pit orchestra of like an opera or a musical sort of playing. Where she actually does lean forward and blow the candle out. Yeah, sorry, but you're visiting, so we can pause it. What brings you here?
I have news and something that I wanted to talk with you both about.
Okay.
Can I sit?
Yeah. Logan will come in and sit as well. And he sits and has like his legs kind of spread apart and leans his elbows on his knees, and he's like looking across at you to listen. And Elizabeth kind of sits back and is crossing her legs, and she closes the notebook she was writing in.
And Sir sits and he like immediately puts like one leg up over the other and leans like on one arm of the chair with like an elbow with like a confidence that he hasn't probably had in a very long time. I like to imagine he's probably, you know, the Nathaniel's mannerisms are probably coming back more. All right. I'm assuming with both of you being here and hiding with the Harpers that you haven't been hearing a lot about what's been going out in the city?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, a few hours ago, the Castellantas were hosting an event for their children's birthday party that's coming up in a few days. I know that I've spoken about it a little bit briefly before, but what my friends and I had found out was that they were going to attempt to go through with their deal with Asmodeus. A sacrifice of almost 100 lives at that party in the savior of the children's souls.
Oh my god.
I know. But we went in. We found the poison that they were going to be using for this. And we neutralized it. We got it out of there. Those people are safe. Not only that, but we were able to get the children out of the home. We brought them back to the Three of Cups. We made a deal with Victoria. I know. But we're trying to break this contract, and we were able to look at it, we read about it, but what I want you to know is that when we arranged to have the meeting, we contacted the Grey Hand, and they surrounded the building, and the Castellantas were apprehended.
Really?
They walked them out in chains.
So it's done.
It's almost done. It's very close. I told you both. He leans in and puts his hands on the table. I told you both that I was going to make sure that they paid for the crimes that they committed against our family. I told you that my friends and I were going to take them down. And right now, I can say that we did it. We got them. But this is why I wanted to talk to you, because now I need both of your help.
What could we possibly do? This is Elizabeth mostly that's talking.
In order, we believe, to break this contract to save those children, coincidentally and honestly, conveniently, what we believe we need to do is make sure that the Castellanta family is ruined. Forever. Everything that they've built needs to come crashing down, because we need to prove that everything that they were promised in their contract was not fulfilled. They did not get power. They did not find success. We're doing the best we can with the fact that we've been able to thwart them at every turn, all of their plans, and the fact that now they will be facing very, very serious allegations. But because of that, they need to be found guilty by the courts of Waterdeep. Everything that they've done needs to come to light. I know what I know, but I don't have the experiences that you both had by their hand. So the reason why I'm coming is because we have them in chains. We have them in a corner.
For now, says Logan.
Yes, for now. And they'll stay that way if we can prove their misdeeds. So I'm asking both of you if you would please come forward as witnesses in the upcoming case and speak out against them and what they did.
So simultaneously, Elizabeth says, yes, of course. And Logan says, absolutely fucking not.
Logan.
I'm sorry. I understand why you're asking me. It's an entirely valid question. I get it, and I don't blame you for coming here, but for now, it's for now. Even if they are convicted of some sort of crime, they're not going to be in jail forever. They're just not. And not even barring whatever their legal sentence is going to be. They're too powerful for that. They're not going to stay in jail. And when they get out, they're going to come after me. I'm not doing that. No.
They came after you once before and I got you out.
At what cost? Our entire family.
That was bigger than just you and me. You know that. And if I could go back and change that, I would. But I'm changing what I have control of now. And their power, I know, is great. of all people we know. But the biggest power that they have over people is fear. They want you to be afraid of them. They want to scare you into hiding because they're afraid of you, Logan. They're afraid of what you know. They're afraid of what we know. That's why they tried to get rid of us. But they didn't. They didn't get rid of all of us. And now they're backed in a corner. I told you I would do it, and I did it.
But it's not just them. Like, I don't think that's what you're understanding, is that even if they do stay in jail, it's not just them. They have influence in the city. They have followers. They have a cult that's entirely behind them. It's not just them.
Well, they're certainly not at the bottom of it. This could lead to a more thorough investigation by the Grey Hand into the cult's influence in Waterdeep. It can all come tumbling down.
You were way too confident in the Grey Hand's abilities to do anything. When did you become a man that worked with the cops? Or trusted them, even? You don't think that these politicians aren't going to do what's best for them in the city at the end of the day? And I don't mean the city's people, I mean the city's reputation.
I know that this city is dark near to its very core.
It's a fucking cesspool.
And it's also our home.
Yeah, but the dangerous thing about Waterdeep is that when it's a fucking cesspool, it does so secretly and covertly. It makes you think that everything is bright and shiny and covered in gold, but in the end, it's just as bad as like Baldur's Gate or worse.
If we let the people who hurt this city stay in the shadows, then it doesn't get better, Logan. I'm trying. I know that I have lofty goals. I know I'm overconfident, but I'm trying. And I've already done a lot more than I think some people were thinking I was capable of. And now, I'm trying to tell you that you have more power than you're giving yourself in this situation. I'm not saying that you speaking up wipes the city clean, and I'm not saying that it makes all the problems go away, but also, you were wronged. Deeply so. And I think that you should say something. If not for me, if not for the city, for yourself.
So what exactly would you want me to stand in front of a court of law and say?
Just tell the truth, that they kept you in their basement, the things that you must have seen, the things that you might have heard. Damning evidence, especially from a man of noble blood. They have protections, yes, but those protections extend to you as well. They have to take it more seriously because it's you. And I'm not in any way trying to belittle the things that you probably have gone through. I'm so angry at myself that it took me as long as it did to find you. One day was a day too much. But I also worry that if you can't stand with me and look them in the eye and at least try to expose their vile filth to this city, then you're going to wear it for the rest of your life. You're going to see their faces every time that you close your eyes, and you're going to ask yourself, what if I tried?
Okay, so what if I do? I don't think you quite understand the level of the influence that they have. And not just in the politics of this city, but with people. If I testify against them in a court of law and do something or play some part in what will ultimately be their legal demise, that's immediately a target on my back.
What happens if you don't? Are you safe?
I'm alive, aren't I?
You're alive right now, yes. They know that you escaped from that place. They know that you're somewhere. I would say better to try and do everything that you can to make sure that they sit in a cell for the rest of their lives. Put as many chains and padlocks on them as you can.
It's not them I'm worried about.
I said that one of their greatest tools is fear. I know that they have countless allies. If they see the Castellanters go away in chains, then they're afraid, because they know that they can't keep getting away with it as easily as they did before. Because they know that even the most brilliant, the smartest schemers, the most rich and powerful and vile people that they could possibly think of, they can still be dragged out into the light and shown for who they really are. They will be the example. And the thing is, I'm not gonna hide. I don't want to. This is my city. It's our city. And it's not perfect, and it's not even honestly that good, but it's our city. And I'm not done with this. I'm not done by any stretch of the means. Our family's name is in the ash and mud. I don't want it to wilt there. I want to build up something new, something better than it was before, and I want to make this city better. That's not something that I can do with my two hands alone. That's not how you build something. So I'm asking you, please, to lend your voice with mine and speak out against the Castellanters, and we can take the first step on honestly a very long road. But it's a road that I think is worth walking.
Fine. I'll testify in a court. I'll say what you want me to say. I'll tell them about how they kidnapped me and how they kept me in a basement. I'll do whatever you need me to do.
I just ask you to tell the truth that I think that you've probably been keeping inside. I know that you haven't even fully told me everything that you went through. And
No, I haven't, and I probably won't, because I don't like thinking about that. I don't like thinking about what happened. I don't like thinking about watching my entire family be torn apart and leaving you all behind to deliver a letter. I don't like thinking about that, and I'm not going to talk about it. And I will answer whatever questions that you want me to answer in front of a court of law. I will tell them the story. I will recount exactly how they found me and ripped me from the inn that I was staying in, kicking and screaming. I will do all of that, but I want nothing to do with the Cormathis name anymore. Whatever you try to do to build up our family name, don't make me a part of it.
Alright.
It's not mine anymore. You fine, you're my brother, it's fine, but after the absolute hell that our father put our family through, all of that was his fault. None of that would have happened if he hadn't done the crap that he'd done, and I don't want anything to do with his name. Nothing.
Then he'll stay buried. We
He
won't
deserves
speak him
to.
again. That's fine by me. You have every right to live the life that you want, Logan. I'm not going to stop that from you, but I do want you to know that taking that letter and running, I still think was probably... That wasn't cowardice. That was probably one of the bravest things that I could ever ask somebody to do in my life, and it also led me back to you. So thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Hey. This is gonna be the final page in that chapter.
It is for me.
Yeah. And then whatever...
I don't want anything to do with this anymore, and I'm only doing this for you.
And thank you. There's nothing more that I could ever ask for. There's nothing...
Yeah, sure.
When the time comes, the Harpers can help you with whatever you want to do, whoever you want to become, and I can give you whatever you need in that last, if you want money, if you want whatever. Alright, I'll give it to you. And you can live whatever life you want. Whatever life you want. You deserve it.
Is that it?
I mean, I just wanted to, let you know that I got him. I do wish you could have seen them being walked out in those chains to that prison cot. The look on Victoria's face.
Yeah, I wish I could have been there.
But I mean, that was all the business. But I wouldn't mind. How far were you into that musical?
We like 20 minutes maybe, but I'll be back. I'm gonna take a walk.
By yourself?
Yes.
Alright.
He stands and he gives you a small smile. It's an I'm trying to be happy about the good thing, but I'm really not happy about a lot more kind of smile. And he leaves the library and leaves Elizabeth sitting there she's sitting like this. Please don't take it personally.
Am I asking too much of him? Of you?
Yes, but I don't think that's a bad thing. And it's not necessarily even that it's too much, it's just You have to understand the amount of guilt that he's been feeling for being the only one who survived. and how angry he is with you for being the one that made him the only one that survived.
Oh,
And then angry with himself for being angry with you. He's going through a lot.
he has every right to be angry with me. I know that when he talks about what the Castellantas did, I know that he doesn't just mean them. I had hoped maybe that the thought of them in shackles would stir him a little bit more.
And I'm sure it will eventually. But he's afraid.
And what about you?
I don't pose the same dangers as it does for him. And as much as everything was horrible in the way that it happened, and the things that your family did, in the end, you and I were trying to fix it. And the way that I see it, that's what we're doing now.
I am trying.
I know.
When I see those kids, knowing what they've been brought into through no fault of their own,
Just like you were.
yeah. And Logan. And you. All of us, really. I don't even know what we were getting out of it. Honestly. All of this talk about that Castellanta's contract. Did my father?
He never really told us how it all got started.
Everything that had survived in the house was taken as evidence. I do want to. I don't know if restore the name is entirely correct, but I don't think that it's fair of me to just cast it off. Logan, I understand. But I don't think that that's something that I'm allowed to just take off. Or maybe I am, but I don't want to.
I mean, the thing that you kind of really need to understand about Logan's point of view is that he never got to receive an education with what your family was doing the way that you did. He's very young.
He was too young. He is still too young.
He's 19.
Oh my god, he's fucking 18 years old.
So he never got indoctrinated into whatever everything was.
I can only hope that that means that he has the best chance of having a normal life.
He does, if he can make peace with what happened. But I mean, I know you said that you got your memories back, but if you remember, Logan's a very stubborn man.
Yeah, he's a little shit.
He's very willful.
It's good though.
But as such, it's going to take more time with him, I think. And he's going to have to learn how to forgive a lot of people, and that's going to take time.
I don't know if, when this is done, if us staying around each other is necessarily good for him to move on from that.
Maybe not right away. I mean, I've suggested to him leaving Waterdeep because I feel like separating himself from everything is going to be the only way that he's even going to begin to start to heal.
like I said, I mean, if he wanted to, I know that the Harpers could probably give him a completely new identity and get him set up there in Baldur's Gate or somewhere else. Neverwinter.
That's exactly what I told him.
What would you do?
I don't know yet. Not really sure what starting over for me would be like. I've got my father and my mother here running the meadery, but I don't know. Most things that I love that were here are gone.
Most.
Yeah, most.
And when you look at me, do you know who you see?
Yeah. I see you in everything that you do. Especially now. It's the way you hold yourself, the way you wring your fingers in your lap when you're nervous, and
I wasn't doing that.
you look different, but you're there. They can see you.
On my end, it feels like I mean, losing everything up here. I think at first I thought I'm me, and I had to kind of figure who that person was. Weeks, by the way, of seeing, can I play an instrument? Do I know how to do a handstand? I can't.
No, you can't.
I really can't. And the horns don't help with that. Good to know that was always a thing there. And then I created this person. Sir. And I said that because as far as I could tell, I was just a man. But I knew that I wanted to... I knew I had a connection to this city, and I knew... I didn't know if it was... I thought at first it was to serve. Did I tell you that I worked on the docks for like a month?
You?
I moved crates off of ships, and I lived in a tavern in a tiny room that was just a bed and a footlocker, and then at night I was a bouncer for the tavern, making sure that sailors didn't punch each other too hard and break a chair. I entered a competition in the Proving Grounds. I came in second place. I went to the carnival. The fair. The Sea Maidens Fair. And I met two people who would change my life. So then, I thought I had a pretty good idea. I was strong, I was dashingly handsome. Modest, to a fault. And I knew that I wanted to protect the people around me. So Sir worked. The Gentleman Devil. That was the fighting ring name. And then I started to feel the connections. I started to have dreams. I started to have urges. These little things that were breaking through. And then I remember hitting a point where I felt like I was two people at once. There was Nathaniel. And there was Sir. And that Nathaniel was trying to take over Sir. That Sir was a made-up thing in my head. And then I got my memories back and I learned everything again. But Sir didn't go away. So I don't feel like two people. I feel like maybe this was the person that I would have been if I didn't. If my father hadn't gotten all
And
it.
his influence on you.
Yeah. Which is nice to know that deep down, no matter what was my upbringing, I wanted to keep the people around me safe. And I
You've
still,
always been like that.
and that's a really nice comfort. And I still do, which is why I'm so nervous about putting Logan in the crossfire like this, and you. But I also know that it's the right thing to do. And I think you agree with me, hopefully.
I wouldn't have agreed to it if I didn't think it was the right thing to do.
Right. So, all that being said, I hope that I can say the thing that's probably maybe on both of our minds, which is we've gone through a lot, and we loved each other, and we love each other still.
Of course I do. It doesn't just go away.
No, and I don't necessarily want it to either. But I also think that we both know that there's still a lot that we need to figure out. And that we owe that to ourselves and to each other. But no matter what, I will always do everything to keep you safe. And hopefully happy. But I can't just pretend like I didn't expose you to things that were wrong and try to convince you that they were right, even if I changed my mind afterwards. I did bad things. And I think that we should really, when we can, take the time to really think about it And I need to work on myself.
I hate the way that it happened, but I'm glad that you've finally been given the opportunity.
I want to be able to be the man that you probably saw within me all along.
I know he's there. I've seen him before. I forgive you.
That's good. Thank you.
So please take the time to try to forgive yourself.
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep working. Like I said, it's not gonna stop with this case. We're figuring out how to save those kids. With their parents gone, I don't know what's going to happen to them.
Well, you're gonna save them.
Well, yeah, but I mean, happen to them, not their immortal souls. They would probably be put up for adoption or given to another member of their family, but I don't think that's... I don't trust a single damn person in that family.
No, I don't think that should happen. We can find them suitable parents. I could help with that.
I was thinking that maybe there wouldn't necessarily be a better person to understand the things that they might go through than you.
I was thinking the same thing too, but I didn't know if it was appropriate for me to say.
No, I think I've always thought that you would be a wonderful mother. But I don't know. I'm not in charge of any of that.
I'm still here, I promise.
Hello.
I did the thing.
But I don't know. I thought about it. If Logan leaves, I inevitably have a lot of work to do. I mean, of course, I would like you to help, but I also, like I said to him, you should get to have a life that you want. And I think that maybe if they wanted it, because it's about what they want, it's about what they need,
Yeah.
but maybe, just maybe,
It's definitely a thought.
yeah. Oh, why do I always seem to have really deep and taxing conversations with the people that I care about? Do you want something to eat? I can go walk to the kitchen. I can make you a sandwich or something.
Why don't we go together and Logan can join us after his stroll?
All right.
Okay.
I'm sure that Reynard. If he hasn't been listening yet, no, he wouldn't do that, would he? Maybe.
No, he's a gem. He wouldn't eavesdrop unless it was something he was being paid to do. Here. She grabs the candle and she'll pick it up. And she will stand up and reach out to take, for your hand. And she will lead you out of the library and downstairs to the kitchen.
He sneezes. Oh my god.
So I do want to be able to take some time now because, not that I am assuming that anybody is upset in any way, but I want other people to be able to play tonight as well, other than listen. So if you guys want to get to a point today where you can reconvene. I know Frey kind of went home, but Tallice was with the kids. So Frey, were you planning on coming back at any point today?
Yes, after he got the whole thing set up back at his house, he was definitely coming back. I forgot to mention that when.
That's okay. I just wanted to double check.
Yes.
He
he didn't want to leave Tallice there with the kids all by herself with Moongi.
Okay.
So.
Tallice, after some time working with the kids and playing with the kids with Moongi, they probably, especially Elzarina is the one that is a little bit more to you right now than Terenzio is. Terenzio is probably exactly as he was before. Elzarina is the one who is like, well, you lied to me and you ruined my birthday party and blah, blah, blah. But with showing her how to pickpocket and being able to practice on Moongi and hanging out with the big kids, being able to hang out with adults right now, and actually Bramble being there as well, she probably starts to warm up after a little bit and starts to, you can tell that this anger act that she has going on, this anger and defiance that she's exhibiting towards you is definitely a mask that she's putting on, and that she really wants to be able to play with you the way that she's used to playing with you. So as the day kind of goes on, you can see that mask kind of crumbling just a little bit.
Literally, I mean, this whole time, just been teaching them, criminal activities. I'm teaching them, cons. I'm teaching, if I feel like Tallice would know, you know how there's that, con that people will do where they'll put, the little ball under the little cups, and it's, a sleight of hand type thing? I feel like she's showing them how to do that to, grift money from people, and is just doing that, and is having them practice it on Moongi, because, Moongi's, smart, but, he's also kind of, a slab of meat, so, he's just the dummy and just waiting for everyone to come back. And then if the kids ask about the parents, she'll say what everybody talked about, but she's not gonna bring it up if they don't ask, because she doesn't want to talk about it.
So once Frey gets back, I'm assuming you join in on trying to entertain these children and teaching them things that 10-year-olds probably should not know.
Uh-huh. I'll show them how to juggle and stuff like that. Of course, I'll juggle with knives, but I won't give them knives. That's very not something you should do. So.
They do ask, because you were kind of showing them how to use the weapon earlier, and so they're like, well, can you maybe show us how to use a dagger, because that's pretty cool.
You know, that's something I could definitely show you how to do, but I do think maybe in a few years, when you're older.
But Tallice was giving us the daggers yesterday and teaching us how to use them, so why can't you?
You know what? That's very true, actually.
Well, technically that was a small knife. In your inventory sheet, those are counted as different things. It's a small knife. It's like a letter opener.
What do you have there? A knife? No! Sure, I can show you a few things, okay? And I'll just go over like a few basics with. I'm not gonna give them the knife or dagger or anything. I'm just gonna be like, okay, so you keep this end, the pointy end, away from you, unless you know what you're doing, and then I'll
Right,
flip it
because
around.
we're gonna stab people.
Right, but maybe when you're older, because you need the proper training, right? You don't, because you wouldn't know how to do anything without the
She's
proper
like
training.
looking at Tallice behind you, like, yeah.
Okay. See, I was shown how to do this when I was about your age, probably a little younger, but I ended up cutting myself quite a bit with these things, so they're very dangerous. Okay,
Aren't there the good ones that we can practice on so that we can have the sharp ones later?
There are. I currently don't have any of those.
Okay. Can we get some?
Yes, I could actually get some commissioned. I'm sure
Okay.
someone can make some training daggers or something like that.
Oh, so maybe there can be another time my mom and my dad can bring us back here.
Sure.
Okay.
Well-
I mean,
Oh God, do we? Fuck.
you know,
Derek, do we?
someone. Oh, I'm deflecting. Frey is not this kind of person. You know, someone else that is very good with bladed weaponry is Sir. So maybe we can get Sir to also help train.
Okay.
I typically
Because there's all that training stuff in the backyard.
correct. I typically don't like using bladed weaponry. I know how to use it, but I don't like doing that. I like to use my fists or feet or these like you had earlier. Now show them like motion to my tonfas.
But you could show me how to punch people.
I could definitely, punching people is not that difficult.
Can we do that
actually.
today? Actually,
Sure.
instead of
Oh, of course.
can we do that instead?
Oh, yes, of course. I
Okay.
will go through just a very basic boxing lesson with them. Like, so, of course, like don't have your thumbs inside your hands. Make sure they're out, or you're gonna break your thumbs and that will hurt. You don't want that to happen.
Okay.
And I'll basically just like hold up my hands and like have them punch my hands and
So,
stuff like
like-
that. I'll show them the right maneuvers, how like to rotate your
Yeah.
hips with the punches and all that kind of stuff.
Bramble will probably do it with like Tallice's like fingers.
Nice.
Tallice is having existential dread right now at the thought of this conversation coming up, and now it already like the seed of it. They've already planted the seed of it, and now she's just like, so she's like very like out of it. Oh my fucking god! They're gonna ask, and I'm gonna like shit a knife.
No,
I would
just
say-
totally keeping them off of that subject.
Yeah,
Trying to.
we're gonna just like I'm gonna show them like how to trip people with my cane, my little like quarterstaff thing, like how to knock people's knees out, just distract and deflect.
And I would say that this is probably with all the little like punching sounds happening upstairs. Mico and Nova, you can get back about right now.
Are you muted?
Nope.
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
So
Okay.
you guys would hear the door open and close from upstairs.
I mean, like, listen, hey, wait. Okay, come here, hide, everyone hide.
I go hide. Where are we
Listen,
hiding?
okay, when whoever just got home, I don't know who it is. Whenever they come up here, we should punch them. Like,
Sure.
we should ambush and punch them to test if your punches are good. Frey,
Okay.
not you. This
Let's
is
hide.
Okay,
Let's hide.
sorry.
this is for the twins. Yeah.
So
hide.
they hide.
Okay.
What are
Frey,
your guys' passive perceptions, Nova and
Oh my! I mean, that's the Druid and the
18.
Cleric.
23.
Frey,
go.
Moongie, act natural. Moongie, if you betray us right now, I will have your head.
Why would you
Yes.
think I would betray you?
Because I'm not the one who's spending time with Nova like that.
Oh!
That
I
is
know
true.
where your loyalties lie, and I respect them, but I don't trust it.
I can like put you in a like paralyzed hold if you don't watch it.
What did I do?
You gotta keep your mouth shut.
He points at Tallice. We're gonna talk about that comment later. He sits down.
Oh, please, we all know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Listen, no, I take out, like, my most garish, like, face paints and makeup that I have, and I just immediately, I smear some on both of, oh my god, I just forgot. No.
Bramble?
The adults. No, the adults.
Frey and Moogie.
Frey and Moogie. And I make it look like
The adults!
I make it look like I'm, like, doing their makeup. I make it look like I'm doing, like,
okay.
some avant-garde makeup.
Elzarina's the most mature person in this room.
Something that will be very eye-catching whenever whoever's home comes up.
Yeah.
So are you guys... Go ahead, Mico.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, we had this weird fucking loser coming from out of town, and he was like demanding salmon from one of the guys at the shop, and we were like, we have a lake, but there's no salmon in the lake, and he just was not listening. Like, salmon doesn't.
Yeah, they need rivers.
Yeah, I mean, we have a river, but it's not the right climate near my town.
Okay.
Anyway, where I used to live. There's no salmon there.
You guys walking up the stairs?
Yeah.
So there's like a jump out from there. They didn't hide very well, and your passive perceptions are incredibly high. So there's like a very you can tell they're attempting and they're really trying, but obviously you can see right through it with the
Oh shit!
right to the gut.
Oh shit! They hit first.
It's because it's Trenzio and Elzarina. They both jump out. It's probably one for each of you.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And they might have tiny ineffectual fists, but it probably doesn't feel great.
Oh. Oh.
Is Nova wearing her armor? Because it probably hurt their
Ow!
hand. Whoever
Probably-
hit Nova.
Oh yeah, well, Nova does have a breastplate.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if they aim low enough, it should be fine. They're not that tall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're not breaking children's hands.
No, we are not doing that.
Oh, yeah, you both get like a punch.
She'd angle it so they like get her in the kidneys.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Why?
They turn to Frey for like confirmation of a good job.
I give him a thumbs up, and then I realize I'm not supposed to know what's happening, so I stop.
No, you can know what's happening now because it's already happened.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
What did you
I-
do teaching them?
I've just aged 1,000 years in the span of a moment.
Look, I haven't played that many pranks on people. Alright? Good
Alright.
job, kids. Good job.
Yes, that was excellent work. We're gonna get the sneaking a little bit better next time, but for
Yes.
your first time, I would assume doing this jump out punch maneuver, solid.
And next time, I'll show you how to do some kicks. That's my specialty, actually.
Okay.
Mico kind of like whispers over to Nova. I know she's not here, but he just kind of goes like, he whispers over to her like, could have paralyzed them.
This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
So, Nova is helping Mico explain what Vincent said when Mico and Nova were talking to him, to Frey and Tallice. Though I assume you're probably like shooing the children off before this conversation.
Yeah, I give them my makeup and I'm like, here you go, Moongie's not done. And let them finish the job.
Moogie will take he gets the hint and he'll take them downstairs. He assumes he'll be informed later, so.
Well.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Mico, what do you like think we should like what do you think about? What do you think?
Well, our only chance of being able to do this on time is with this Mel person, and considering what we've learned about Claire's whole situation, getting in and out is probably the best course of action. Don't want to dilly-dally in the place where he's definitely not wanted and wanted the most at the same time.
So Mel can get us there and get us out.
Maybe. We'd have to definitely see what kind of person he is, but Vincent said he wasn't friendly.
Liara's not friendly either, but I think she and I get along swimmingly, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Also, everybody's friendly for the right price.
Poor. You're not poor!
Who?
You. Rich boy.
I mean, I'm kind of poor right now.
That's because you keep giving away all your rich people money.
Frey, if you need to understand better what it's like to be poor, I can help you. And if you just, let me hold on to your purse for a little while, and then you can, roleplay what it's like to be poor.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God,
anyway...
That's so poor people chorus.
So it sounds like this Mel person is the right way to go, and we just... is he a lawyer as well? Are we, or you're gonna do it, Mico?
I could. Can we get a devil representative lawyer? I don't want to be I could.
Is there a way we could somehow contact both? Get the information and the speed?
This is also hanging on the fact that, have y'all asked Sir if he would even want to do this?
I'm still deciding if I want to tell him all the bad news about being the vessel of Mephistopheles and what all that entails.
Surely he has an imagination and has given it some thought.
Sure, he hasn't.
Not.
I have an imagination. Imagine things
Actually, he's only ever carved wooden ducks other than, practical things. He doesn't have an imagination. It's all the same duck.
Regardless, I don't think he would back down from this.
I just like ducks, man.
He does wood carving. We can get him to make the knives.
Good point. Put a pin in that, Frey.
Okay.
Can it be a knife that looks like a duck, though?
Listen, I don't like the thought of it. I don't like the thought of going there.
Neither do I. But if...
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be going to the Hells, I'll be honest.
And the only thing that we can really do is see if we can find someone to handle the evidence and do it for us. You shrug your shoulders and go, that's a reasonable request, but it's really not. Oh, can you just go to the 4th layer of hell and do a court case for us real quick? Thanks, we'll give you 100 gold.
I mean, it'd probably have to be more than 100 gold, but...
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Again, everybody has a price.
Where do you... it's the logistics of it. Do they even have baths in hell?
They might. Not pleasant
Is it
ones, probably.
I mean, I've heard it's really hot there, so...
Or cold.
Can water even be...
Do lawyers, know each other? Maybe I can ask my dad if he knows any devil lawyers.
Yeah, wait, why don't we just teleport your dad here? Get Mel to teleport...
Why don't we not do that?
Alright, Mel will teleport us to your dad, and then from there, we can teleport to...
Let's not do that.
What about this? We make a contract with another devil to represent the kids in Devilport.
Are you insanely stupid? Have you not seen everything that was going on?
We just have to deal with that later on when that comes back up.
Shut up! Grabs him and shakes him. What are you saying?
Well, see, but then someone else could take...
Stop!
No, keep doing the
we're not. No. Unless they're a weak enough devil that we absolutely murder the shit out of them right after.
Unless.
See, my plan could work.
What if we were oh, I don't know.
It's just the thought.
I lost it.
Oh, okay.
Do you think this individual that was going to teleport us or whatever would maybe they know a lawyer?
Can we like ask him? Can we ask him right now?
Well, Silvira also probably has connections that way.
But with the timing of it, because we have like a couple days, it's
Right.
kind of one or the other, isn't it?
And we still have to worry about.
Why don't we start getting in contact with this person?
Olivia. We still have to worry about Olivia.
Oh, right. Oh, Liara, you bitch.
Well,
No.
I did ask Vincent
Where
to
are
look for
you?
her.
Nova
also-
and Mico would have told you that they hired Vincent to search for Liara,
You know,
so that you guys had a starting space when you came back from figuring out this hell situation.
the last time we hired Vincent, it got him locked up into a dungeon.
Yeah, but I'm also
know.
paying him to do a smear campaign against the Castle Lanterns as well as look for Liara, so maybe he gets too busy with that and then he's safe. Just dealing with media.
Nova, can you give me the sending stone that you got from Vincent? Hello, are you there? We have important
Oh
business.
my god, will you stop yelling? Who are you?
How many charges do these things normally have?
It's indefinite, I made it myself. Who is
Oh my
this?
god, you're so smart!
Can ask him if he can like hear all of us at once.
I don't think he can hear all of us at once.
No, I
What if-
can't hear all
What
of
if
you
we
at
all
once.
touch the stone at the same time?
No!
You're gonna
I
give him
don't-
a stroke?
No, I never get to do things like this. This is my job.
This
And
is
he, like,
this is literally the Stone of Galore. All
Once again, I
Hey,
ask
why don't
who
we
you
just ask
are.
we're friends with a certain Vincent Trunch, and he referred us to you on important business.
What sort of business?
We're trying to secure a couple things. Namely, someone that can take us to Phlegathon, I think. Phlegathon. To do Devil Court. We also need information on how, like, Devil Court works. I mean, we kind of know, because I know how normal court works, so I'm just assuming it's like that, but then with also devil stuff. So I mostly just need the devil stuff.
Do you mean Phlegathos?
Phlegathos? I was close.
Yeah. So Vincent referred you to me because...
Because he said that you have the ability to teleport people places.
Teleporting is different than plane shifting.
He said you have the ability to do that too.
I
Or
do.
But we might need both. It depends.
Very demanding.
Well, I'm not trying to be demanding. I'm
Nico,
just
can
telling
you
you.
tell him that 2 children's lives are at stake?
So what
Not
y'all told
everyone-
us about him? It
To
doesn't
be
sound like he
fair,
cares.
not everyone cares about the lives of 2 children, so I need to
It seems like
talk
a good
about.
default to start, though.
I need to talk about.
Where are you?
Hold on, I'll go to the mailbox. He's like saying that as he's like running outside to the mailbox to read the address. Troll Skull Alley. I don't remember the numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Troll Skull Alley. In Waterdeep.
No, it's just 1, 2, 3.
So I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. The whole conversation that you're having on the side of whatever conversation you're having with me is deeply irritating. I'm just going to come to you.
Thank you. I told you he was.
A purple portal right in front of you outside opens up. And it's like, opens up basically a doorway to a demi-plane. And a man steps through. He is 5'10", I can send you guys art specifically of him if you'd like. But he is 5'10". He's got wavy, curly brown hair, pretty angular features, a very immaculately taken care of beard and mustache situation. He's wearing a silk shirt with kind of a Baroque pattern on it, fitted slacks with a belt, and a cloak over his shoulders that has like a brooch that's keeping the cloak pinned together. He's very well put together, and has the biggest resting bitch face on that you have ever seen. And he steps out with his Oxford shoes onto the streets of Waterdeep in front of you, and kind of looks around. The portal closes behind him. He looks at the stone in your hand. I take it you're who I've been speaking with.
Yes, hi. I'm Mico. Welcome to the
Hi.
Three Cups.
He looks up. Indeed.
You want like food?
No.
Okay, because we just had the cops.
I
here
don't want
earlier.
food. What?
I wasn't talking about the food. We just had the cops here earlier, and they came and arrested some people. So we're not really in the position to serve. I was just being polite. Anyway, come inside.
As soon as we all see him, I kind of just like lean over to Tallice. Is it just me, or is he kind of good looking?
He's very good looking.
Yeah, no, like, I was definitely thinking that. Like,
Glad I'm not the
Yeah.
only one.
to be fair, I feel that way about, like, everybody that walks in, but, like, yeah, particularly.
I feel you. I get where you're coming from.
He comes in,
Malakir!
unbuckles his cloak, hangs it on your coat rack, brushes off his shirt and kind of rolls his sleeves up, and he like buckles the sleeve with like one of those like fancy like actual buckles that keeps your sleeves rolled up and out of the way. Vincent, he's like looking around at the children and Moongi that are down here.
Oh.
To Mico, he says, Vincent refers me to his most interesting cases that need magical assistance. I have a fee. Where is the group of people with whom we were speaking?
I'm upstairs. There's still one guy who needs to make his way here, but he should be here shortly.
And I'll say that Sir can probably come in at about this point.
Hey, look! I'm really great at telling time.
There's another person in our house that I don't know.
Yeah, he's here to help us with the thing.
Hello.
The hand out to shake yours, Mel Vikander.
Hello, Mel. I'll just go by Sir, nice and simple. I know. But, like, actually, my name.
He turns away and starts to walk upstairs.
Is no one downstairs?
The kids and Moongi are downstairs along with Mico with you, obviously.
I can't tell those people about what I went and had a conversation about, so I'll just say, I'll, give a little bend down. I'll be like,
Hi,
"Okay.
sir!
Hi, Terenzio. How you doing, buddy?
Moongi's playing with us while we wait for my mom and dad.
Oh, Moongi's the most fun, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Give Moongi a boom on the back.
Hey, man.
Good job.
Ooh, knocked the wind out of me there a little bit.
sorry. It's been a day. Give him a much softer pat on the shoulder, and I will follow upstairs.
So upstairs, before Mico's, because he left and just walked past everybody to go upstairs, Mr. Mel Vikander walks, steps up to the top floor, and he's kind of looking around at like all the curtains and the tapestries and the... I've been referred to you by Vincent, I've been told.
Oh, good.
Welcome to the Three of Cups.
I already said that.
Multiple people can say it.
Welcome to the Three Clubs.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, sure.
I
Told
don't
you need
fully,
magical assistance.
I don't fully know, so please inform me as well.
We need to get to Hell. And do you know any, like, devil lawyers?
Do I know any devil lawyers?
Someone who could, like, help us go to court about Asmodeus?
I'm going to mentally link with Sir and give him the abridged version so he's not sitting here and I take a look at Sir's face. I'm like, all right, while you guys are talking. Go ahead.
Well, then you watch as Sir's face goes like... He goes on a journey. That's a lot. Do you tell... Actually, I do need to know. Do you tell him about how I'm being used as an inn to meet Asmodeus?
Yeah.
Or not?
No, she would. She's not gonna hide that from you. She will tell you what her and Mico at least have discussed.
Okay. Alright. Then I am working with all the information then.
Okay.
Okay, you can continue explaining, sorry.
Why don't you tell me why you need a devil lawyer? He does refer me his most interesting cases, I suppose.
We have a contract that needs to be disputed, and it was a.
Let me see the contract.
Okay. I guess. Hold on.
Oh my god! I'll take the contract.
Fuck. Here. Damn.
What?
Oh.
Continue.
It needs to be disputed because there are problems with it. We don't think it was written by Asmodeus himself because his contracts are usually watertight, but that doesn't really matter. The contract is in his name, and there are problems with it, so we need to dispute it. But getting there to actually dispute the contract is a problem. And we would like someone who knows a little bit more about devil lawyershipness to represent us, because I could probably only represent us in a normal court of law, and not very well, because I didn't listen in class.
Class.
My dad's a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
But that's why I knew how many tolls there were in the contract and whatnot.
Okay. I could
You look
potentially
like
help
you-
with procuring you an infernal lawyer.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. They do take payment. It's not usually in gold.
That's
What do
great.
you, I mean, like, are you talking, like, our bodies, like, our time, like, you know, like, what are you talking about kind of payment?
What do you have to offer them?
Get off of my body. I'm really good at it.
Okay. The most surefire way to pay them is going to be in soul coins, but I assume that that is something that you are not willing to do.
What's this spell
What is
coin?
that?
A coin in which a soul is stored.
Why would you
No.
have that?
We
I
just
don't
spent,
have it. That's what they use as currency in hell.
we just spent a really long amount of time saving some people
I figured.
from souls, so something else preferably.
Might be able to pull some strings.
All right. So then we get to the point of what are we paying you?
I don't need gold either. But if you have pieces of information, access to people who have pieces of information, rare tomes, magical items, spell scrolls, anything of that nature.
No, but give him a card reading.
I mean, I could give you a card
I-
reading.
Nova, are we still connected?
Yeah? Yeah, I left
Fucking
the line
give it-
open.
Fucking give him galore. I don't want him. I don't want him anymore. Give him
Oh no,
galore.
but he would take that. Oh, he would take
Hell
that.
yeah, he would take
in a
that.
heartbeat.
He literally does
Galore.
legend lore.
Give him galore.
We don't need galore anymore.
Galore can legend lore people. Yes, we do.
Who do we need to legend lore?
We never know when you need it.
I think one of us can.
What else can we give him?
I can.
What else do we have? Okay, that's on the back burner then. What else can we give him?
Wand of fireballs.
Raynar.
No.
Having access to Raynar's information doesn't mean he takes Raynar into his
That's
demo
not how you
forever.
implied it. That's not how you
That's
implied
not
it.
how you said it. The sure as hell thing is give him galore.
Oh, that's
He would take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yo, just out of curiosity, have I ever heard of this guy's name before?
Roll me a history check.
Ian?
10?
Ian?
10.
Was
Yes.
he on my back? Oh,
Where's he from?
have I
He
met him before?
no. He is a very well-known researcher. He's also a very well-known doctor. He was a surgeon,
Oh, you kind of are like
but he helps the city a lot. Think of him kind of like as a freelancer, an independent contractor. When there's magic that is needed to be consulted on, sometimes the city will call him in to do so. But he works completely independently. He takes jobs as he finds them interesting. He's not just like a lackey for the city, but he's most well known for being a wizard and a very, very good surgeon.
Since I've heard of him, though, would it have to be connected with my father, I'm assuming?
Yes. He's worked with your father before.
Okay.
I don't know what else we can offer. I mean, yeah, you have a wand of fireballs, but I mean, the most we can offer is connections with people that he probably has already.
I mean, if we want to give him the stone, that's fine. We can-
I mean,
I'm just
it was
gonna.
the first thing I thought of, but
I'm just gonna walk over to him and kind of like just whisper in his ear.
Don't get that close to me.
His face, like, bitch.
Dude, what are you doing?
I have something that I want to keep between us.
Then can we like step away instead
Oh,
of
sure, that works
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We'll be right back.
okay. Well, as they step away, that's where I'll be like, the only thing I can think to give a guy like this is, do we need him still? What do we have?
To be fair, he is kind of a dick. But he does have a lot of information on stuff. Galore,
That's what- They're a match made in heaven.
And you got a point. Galore's not protecting what it was meant to anymore. That's done. Its job is done. And it compels people. Every time we try to use it, it tries to mess with our minds.
But do we have anything else?
I don't think so. I think
Tell
you're
us.
right.
Tell us. Do we have anything else?
Do we have
Do you have
anything
something
else?
magical? Do you have something kept in your little mini skirt?
I have Schlongus the Horlock.
Draw for that.
It doesn't need to be an item. If you can even get him an audience with somebody who might have information for him,
Audience
a
with
book
material?
that he might like, magical
I'll get you a
items. He is voracious about information, so.
Yeah, I guess maybe Raynar. But not Raynar.
I mean, your deck really does do stuff.
It really does, but he doesn't know that.
Does your deck come out as magical?
I think
Your
so.
deck is magical.
Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my focus. So
We could
yes.
We could
You can also
keep.
offer us, because to be fair, we are pretty cool.
We could offer him a favor, but we always know
Yeah.
how that ends up sometimes. We don't know what the favor is yet.
Galore just immediately came to my head because, gosh, that would just be so fucking funny. But we can keep it in the back pocket and talk about it over the 2 weeks that we have. What was Frey going to talk to him about?
What?
Okay, so I'm gonna take him somewhere I know no one can hear me.
Probably
so-
pop into a room or something.
Yeah. Would I know if my father would go by an alias when working with him? Because I don't want to reveal things that I want to
Usually-
say things that
Because you've
he would
seen
know.
this man in your father's where he stays.
Mhm.
And that's not usually something that your father allows very often. So he probably knows your father's name.
Okay. I believe you know who my father is.
I know a lot of people. Who's your father?
I'm sure if you just take a good look at me, you can put that together. You're a smart man. We look
Don't be condescending.
incredibly alike. I'm not being condescending. Just his name. He doesn't like his name set out.
Morlin.
Yes.
As he says his name out loud.
I didn't say that. You did. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you would agree to help us, the son of that man would
Arthur
owe you
Morlin.
a favor.
And what could you possibly do for me as a favor that would be worth getting you an infernal lawyer, plane shifting you to hell, and plane shifting you back?
You know who my father is.
Yes,
can
I
get
know
a
who
lot
your
of
father is.
a lot of things done. You know I speak the truth, where if you need something that I can help you with, I will owe you something. As long as you do this for me.
Rare magical components.
Sure.
There are a few things I've been looking for.
Like what?
I can communicate that to your father.
I would like to keep this between us.
So you're offering me this assistance without your father's knowledge.
Kind of, yes. But
So
it would still have his approval.
Would it though?
It would. He can't say no to me.
He can say no to a lot of people.
True, but not me.
Fine.
You just let me know what you need, and I will definitely acquire it for you. Sounds good?
Sounds great.
I offer him shake.
Not doing
Nope.
that. He'll leave the room.
Alright. Walk back into the other room. Well, we have an agreement. He's going to help us.
I'm probably there with like all of my books that are about one thing. And I'm like, oh cool, I can keep all of these then.
I think that Schlongus the Warlock is probably our most prized treasure, so I'm glad that it's staying within.
No,
Your
I think cut by a black dragon was my favorite.
Actually, my favorite was Tree and Morningwood, but
I consider them a trilogy.
We've reached an agreement. So why don't you guys tell me what you need in a lawyer? And he will sit down so you guys can start talking to him. And I think that's a great place for us to end for the night.
Perfect.
Okay, any announcements or anything anybody would like to say before we sign off?
don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games. Please check out our other streams. We stream basically every night of the week here. Join our Discord. Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you're attempting to teach 2 10-year-olds how to punch somebody in the gut, make sure you add your proficiency bonus. I'll see you guys next time.
Love you, bye.